Welcome back to this clown's garage. In this video I'll show you how to bleed your brake fluid. And I would recommend doing this every time you change your pads, rotors, and it's worth it whenever you do that. So it's a little extra effort, but it's worth it. So usually on here on the brake cap it says how to bleed, what fluid to put in it, and this says .3 or .4. So this is a Honda, this is a 2010 Honda Civic. So we got brake fluid, Honda fluid here. I'm going to put that in there. The first thing you could do is you could actually siphon the old fluid out. Then you put the new fluid in. So we already siphoned it out. So I'm going to go ahead now and pour the new fluid in. Now I'm going to go ahead and close the cap. Alright, so you go to the wheel farthest from the master cylinder. In this case, it's the passenger side, not the driver's side, the passenger side in the back. This is the caliper. And this in this case, it's a 10 millimeter, the bleeder screw. And what I did here is I put some Croil or WD-40, whatever penetrating lubricant you prefer, in there. And let it soak for a couple of minutes. Then, what I did, I rigged up this little brake. I have a little brake kit, a bleeder kit, and I put Lyle makes this, and it comes with little right angle plugs over here. I love plugs. That's a totally different story. And I hooked it up to a hose over here, and I put it into a water bottle. So I put that inside. Then I put this end over here right on the bleeder screw, and it hooks up right there. And now you have somebody inside the car press the brakes and hold them all the way down while the bleeder screw is closed. Then while they're holding it down, you take your bleeder and you crack it open. You can see the brake fluid come right out. And then once it comes out, give it a second or two and just close the bleeder screw, and you tell the person inside that they can let go of the brake. And have them pump it again and hold it down. Then you crack open the bleeder again. Fluid's going to come out, close it, and you tell the person inside to let go of the brake. And you repeat that a couple times until you see the fluid that's coming out of here nice and clear. And also make sure, if you do this 2 or 3 times, go back into the master where I showed you before where to fill it, and make sure that's always topped off, because you don't want that to dry up and it'll suck air in the system. And air is compressible, and that's not good. You can have spongy brakes. So I'm going to get somebody now inside the car and to hold the brakes down. Alright, now my friend's in the car and he's holding the brake pedal down. So I'm going to go ahead and crack this open. And as you can see, that's the brake fluid coming out. And then close it. And you tell the person inside to let go of the brake right now. Let go of the brake. And now they're going to press it back down. Press it back down. Hold it down. While he's holding it down, you could open the bleeder again. And you see the fluid coming out. So we're going to do this a couple times until this clears up the fluid. So I'm going to close it and continue. Alright, so we did it a couple times, and as you can see here, the fluid is a little dirty, but not that dirty. So we're going to do it one more time, and we should be good. And you can see it's pretty much very clear. I don't know if I can put that on camera, but alright, so the person inside is going to hold the brake pedal all the way down. Hold it down. Yeah. So all the way down. And do it one more time. And make sure there's no air bubbles in there. Then close it right back up. And this side's done. Now the next tire, the next wheel I'm going to do is the driver's side in the back. Then the passenger side in the front, and then the driver's side in the front. And also make sure after a couple of pumps, it's good thing to do is check the master cylinder that it's full of brake fluid every time. So go back in here and check that. As you can see, we still have in there, so we're probably going to fill it up a little bit more now. And that's how you bleed brakes. And also make sure, always test and pump it after everything's done and you're inside the car, you start the car. Pump it, see how it feels the pedal. Make sure it doesn't sink down to the floor or else something is leaking. Always check for leaks too. So that's how you bleed brakes. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. It's free to subscribe. You know you want to. Also, down there you see a couple of boxes. You could share me, like me, and do whatever. And while you're down there, you could do whatever you want to me down there. Thanks for watching and toodles.